Johnson. Glad you're with us. That's the veteran Justin Tucker, ready to get this one started. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Throwing right away is Dart. Moving outside the pocket. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Ronnie Hickman.
Early in the game, Mike, sometimes you just can't resist. First play, let's chuck it deep. Let's see if we can get this defense on their heels early. Well, we just saw worst-case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense, and that one shot is all you got on your opening possession.
60 Bison.
Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
As caught, that's Lane. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
A gain there of 20. First down, Washington.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And in motion is Ingram. Throwing on second down, Daniel. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. 10 yards to go. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on fourth down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
From the 43, here's second and a yard.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. The ball's out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's One of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Set.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 6 yards.
79 Bronco. Shot 60. Panther and
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and short, and it's Daniel. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's good for Washington.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
14-yard line.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Washington. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Tucker's extra point is up and good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing. Justin Tucker.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
70
Now the shotgun. It's Dart. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He has height complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Dart's going to throw here on 2nd down. Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Up the sideline at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge run from Pacheco. It's a gain of 34.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
a 1-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Trap 50, trap 50. Go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be 4th down.
18, Rattler, 18, 5.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
On 1st down, Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Giants.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Commanders with the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
We'll go three tight ends here on first and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Third and 9. The motion man here is McClure. From the shotgun on third down, Daniel. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Commanders set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. He'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
45-yard line.
Now a run on first down. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback...
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Frankie Louvu in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Howard. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. This one on target for Johnson. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Giants.
10 at the 21-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now. 70 left. Street. Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Bravo.
Here's Dart. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, New York. Nevis, good on the extra point. The Giants are on the board. It's now 14-7. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken around the 11. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Washington Commanders, 1st down.
18, 19, Tiger, number 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Steady.
They'll run with Pacheco. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll throw with Daniel. Forced out wide. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, You just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on third down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Warrior 70. Steady. Pacheco. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll run with Pacheco, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco, touchdown Commanders. Second touchdown for him in the game, number 14 on the year. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Robinson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first and 10, here is Dart. That's made right side. It's Johnson. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
We have to give some credit to the offense. They're doing their part as they try to claw their way back into this game. On their previous drive, touchdown. That big play now has them potentially on another scoring drive. If they can get some defensive stops and keep this up offensively, this game could start getting real interesting.
And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw is Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. To the air again goes Dart. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. His 4th TD grab of the season. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Giants draw closer here. It's 21-14. Halftime, coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. go play action here with Daniel. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Panther 11. 70 Rangers, 70, trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. Cup 19.
They don't want to repeat a first down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half.
Here we go. Track. 70 tip. Go.
Once again, they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Ingram. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Washington.
First down.
60 Vikings.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Commander.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The motion man here is McClure. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Abdul Carter getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. The Commanders about to send this one away. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a giant 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing, Dart. I had a defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his tight end, that's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Look wide. Get this one complete. Down the right sideline. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And the operation looks to be fouled up there. This ball pushed wide to the right. It's no good. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here comes Tompkins on the return. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Running left, it's Pacheco. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's taken in, and he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Second and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That one swung out wide to Pacheco. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Trap 50. Trap 50. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
They'll go. Here's Daniels. On target. Got it to McClure. And it's going to be a Commanders first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Commanders first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard
Let's go now. Steady.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play.
And he's into the end zone. Corey Krosky-Merritt, touchdown Washington. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on. All right, so ultimately, it's a successful play. That's a win for the defense. But that was very close, Mike, to being a 4-point swing. So instead of the offense securing 2 points on that try, if he's able to secure that interception and take it the other way, he would have gotten 2 points for the defense.
On the return, it's Robinson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Forced to his right. He'll try to run for it.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
On 1st down, Dart. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
I'll throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 3rd down and
9. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On the set.
2nd and 10.
Stephanie, go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart on the run to the right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will slide to a stop. Well, a hydroplane effect there, but he does have the 1st down. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7, but first they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. Now Dart forced out left. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. 1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 17-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Track 60.
Here's Dart. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball.
Even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. It is 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Come on. Hey, kick pressure on 80.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
They'll run here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now, on 2nd and long.
Here we go, set.
Throwing is Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 3rd and 1, it's Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down.
Well, I like the idea of airing it out there on 3rd down. You're trying to move this ball even into closer, more manageable field goal distance, but after that incomplete now brings up 4th down, I think you have no choice but to settle for 3 here and see if it's enough to leave here with a win.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
They'll go, and here's Dart. Open man, right side. He's got it. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
What a play call there. Every offensive coordinator around the league, Mike, they have got to have it plays. They got a short list of calls for these exact situations. Tie game, 4th quarter, put the ball in the hands of your offense, and man, they come through and deliver.
27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18. Find it.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. Panther.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. He gets that complete to his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down.
19-18. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lions.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win. And the crowd rising to make this even more difficult.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes.